When many think of pre-Columbian North America, images of sparse wilderness or nomadic tribes often come to mind, an enduring myth shaped by centuries of Eurocentric narratives. However, archaeological discoveries paint a vastly different and compelling picture. Long before European explorers set foot on the continent, indigenous peoples had built and flourished within complex societies marked by monumental architecture, sophisticated urban planning, extensive trade networks, and ingenious environmental adaptations. Among these, the Mississippian culture and the ancestral Pueblones stand as prime examples of advanced engineering and societal organization, evidence of vibrant civilizations deeply attuned to their surroundings and capable of great technical prowess. The term advanced, when applied to societies, often connotes a level of technology and engineering comparable to modern standards or those of contemporary civilizations. However, evaluating pre-Columbian societies solely through this lens risks perpetuating a Eurocentric bias that undermines their unique achievements. Rather than equating advanced with mimicking Western development, we should recognize that different societies can achieve comparable levels of sophistication through distinct cultural and technological pathways. What constitutes advanced in one context might not necessarily apply to another. The Mississippian culture, flourishing between 800 and 1600 CE across the eastern, midwestern, and southeastern regions of the United States, represents one of the most complex Native American civilizations in North America. At its peak, the Mississippian culture encompassed numerous chiefdoms, each with its own ruler, but all sharing a common cultural identity. They excelled in agriculture, mound building, and social organization. Their chiefdoms were politically sophisticated, displaying centralized authority that enabled large-scale public works projects and the maintenance of social order. This centralized authority, however, did not resemble European monarchies. Rather, it was integrated into a broader social hierarchy that valued communal decision-making and respected hereditary leadership positions. At the heart of Mississippian society was Cahokia, located near present-day St. Louis, Missouri. At its peak between 1050 and 1150 CE, Cahokia may have been home to 10,000 to 20,000 individuals, population rivaling the great cities of medieval Europe. The site spans over 1,600 hectares and includes more than 120 earthen mounds, constructed with remarkable precision and scale. The centerpiece, Monk's Mound, rises an imposing 30 meters, 100 feet high, and covers 6 hectares, making it the largest prehistoric earthwork in the Americas. The construction of such mounds required immense labor, with soil transported in baskets across vast distances. This feat suggests centralized control and a skilled workforce, capable of sustained communal efforts, hallmarks of a complex society. But it wasn't just brute force. The Mississippians exhibited sophisticated surveying and engineering skills. Mounds were not merely haphazard piles of earth, but carefully designed structures that incorporated staircases, retaining walls, and drainage systems. This level of detail demonstrates a society attuned to both aesthetics and functionality. Furthermore, the alignment of some mounds with celestial events, such as solstices and equinoxes, shows an advanced understanding of astronomy and its role in sustaining ceremonial life. The city's layout reflects intentional urban planning. The city included a vast central plaza, public buildings, residences, and defensive structures such as a palisade wall that demarcated elite areas from common houses. Social stratification is evident in burials, such as the famed Mound 72, which housed elaborate graves, including that of the Birdman, accompanied by thousands of shell beads and ceremonial objects. The Mississippians were not isolated. They engaged in extensive trade with distant communities, sourcing materials from as far north as the Great Lakes, west to the Rocky Mountains, and south to the Gulf Coast. Trade goods included copper, marine shells, chert flint, and exotic minerals. This exchange network spread cultural ideas and materials, cementing Cahokia as a regional center of economic and religious power. The presence of such diverse goods signifies not just wealth, but a sophisticated understanding of resource distribution and the establishment of far-reaching connections. In essence, the Mississippian culture epitomizes complexity, their societal structure, evidenced by chiefdoms and urban planning, their monumental architecture, and their extensive trade networks all point to a civilization deeply invested in the organization of its collective life. To label them advanced isn't just about recognizing their achievements, but acknowledging the sophistication of their societal organization. Far to the southwest, Amidst the arid landscapes of the American Southwest, the ancestral Pueblones, formerly known as Anasazi, were crafting their own legacy between approximately 900 and 1300 CE. The ancestral Pueblones are renowned for their cliff dwellings, such as those at Mesa Verde and Bandelier National Monument. These multi-story stone structures, often integrated into sandstone cliffs, are dramatic testaments to human ingenuity. They showcase not just architectural skill, but a keen understanding of defensive advantages offered by the natural landscape. The construction of these dwellings required precise masonry techniques and an intimate knowledge of the terrain, demonstrating a harmonious relationship between human design and the environment. Yet the ancestral Pueblones' achievements extended far beyond their cliff dwellings. Settlements like Chaco Canyon reveal even more extensive communal planning. Chaco's great houses, with their massive multi-storied buildings, kivas, ceremonial chambers, and roads radiating hundreds of miles, demonstrate social cohesion, complex religious practices, and regional connectivity. The very layout of Chaco Canyon reflects a society attuned to the needs of its people, providing not only for shelter and sustenance, but also for cultural and ceremonial continuity. To understand the ancestral Pueblones is to appreciate the challenges they confronted, namely the scarcity of water in the desert Southwest. Yet they not only survived but thrived, employing sophisticated irrigation systems that included ditches, reservoirs, and check dams to harness scarce water resources. This intimate knowledge of hydrology and the delicate balance of the ecosystem showcases a deep respect for the natural world while achieving agricultural surplus. Furthermore, the ancestral Pueblones demonstrated an advanced understanding of astronomy. Structures at Chaco Canyon and other sites align with solar and lunar cycles, underscoring the crucial role that astronomy and ceremonial calendrical events played in their society. This celestial awareness, woven into the fabric of their daily life, reveals a civilization deeply attuned to the rhythms of the cosmos. In terms of artistic expression, the ancestral Pueblones excelled. From intricately designed pottery to petroglyphs adorning canyon walls, their creations serve as tangible links to their cultural identity and worldview. These artistic endeavors not only beautify their surroundings but also communicate messages of identity, status, and cultural narratives, enriching our understanding of their society and beliefs. Just as with the Mississippian culture, the concept of advanced when applied to the ancestral Pueblones invites us to reconsider rigid benchmarks. While they might not have possessed the monumental architecture of Mesoamerica or the metalworking technology of the Middle East, their achievements in arid land management, astronomy, and cultural preservation are equally impressive. Their ability to thrive in a challenging environment, coupled with their sophisticated understanding of the cosmos and their artistic virtuosity, all contribute to a rich cultural tapestry that defies simple categorization. In conclusion, both the Mississippian and ancestral Puebloan cultures provide profound insights into the complexities of pre-Columbian North America. Their engineering prowess and societal complexity challenge outdated narratives of cultural primitiveness prior to European contact. They achieved cultural sophistication, not along a European trajectory, but according to their own values and aspirations. Their engineering feats, from the sprawling metropolis of Cahokia to the cliff dwellings of Mesa Verde and Chaco Canyon, stand as testaments to human ingenuity and the boundless potential of indigenous cultures. To appreciate these societies as advanced is not to diminish their uniqueness, but to celebrate it. It is to acknowledge that different societies can attain comparable levels of sophistication through distinct cultural and technological pathways. Their legacy serves as a reminder that history is multifaceted, and that cultural diversity should be celebrated and understood in all its richness and complexity. The descendants of these communities maintain cultural traditions and knowledge systems that extend deep into history, underscoring the continued relevance of their heritage. Understanding these achievements enriches our appreciation of North American history and affirms the sophistication of indigenous knowledge and community development long before European arrival.